Hello world, Jerander here. Hi. Welcome to the GeekSquad server, and this is the Patreon server for Logical Geek Boy. And last time we were up here, I started constructing what I'm calling iDrop. And that is the terrifying plummet that'll bring us all the way down to iHop down below, which is not visible right now because we're too high up. And this time I was smart enough to bring my ender chest and some shulkers up so that I actually have my materials instead of having to climb all the way up and all the way down every time. Now, the first task I have to do is determine where the center of iHop is. And I already did a little bit of math. So I'm going to grab some of this, and I'm going to grab some of these. Oh, looks like I need a little bit more. But hold on, just give me... Oh, crafting bench. Yes, I was smart enough to bring a crafting bench too, even though there's one right here. Never mind. Here we go. So, chiseled stone bricks is what I'm looking for, because these are what I use for the junctions. Okay, and that one, oh, not in there, not in there, how about there? And some people like to color code this stuff. I prefer the confusion myself, so you'll just have to forgive me about that. I'll bring one more of these, just because. Now, like I mentioned last time, I'm building on this module, so we've got 5 oak logs in between, 1, 2, ooh, that's wrong, 3, 4, 5. I may have to replace that later. So what I'm going to do then is, and I know the hole to iDrop, or iHop, is 3 of these modules. So it's 9 modules total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this. Then I can go out 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this right here should be sort of the center. And because I went from the left side here, I need to do the right side as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stone brick. It's chiseled, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, okay. So I still need to keep going. Like this. And then we'll finish out this module. And we are there. Now I'm going to actually make this, I'm not sure how I'm going to detail this up here, but I want a little area to work around where I'm doing. So I'm actually going to finish this out. And I'm going to fill in the, what are they called? Jack-o'-lanterns and the trapdoors and the stone, not the stone, but the oak planks too. And I'm going to do that as a time lapse, just because this is going to get really repetitive really quick. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back, and so I've got these platforms laid out, and these are my 7x7 modules, and these are pretty standard for all the builds I'm currently doing on the server. I didn't fill in the center one yet because that's where iDrop is going to fall down, and I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work yet. But what I am sure about is sort of the structure I want to build on top of it. So let's see if I can grab these back again. And again, this is going to be this is a vertical module as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stone brick, chiseled, of course. So I'm just building a little enclosure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm trying to count and talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, only 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And oh, I should have brought everything else up with me. So I could jump down this way, and that'd be a long drop. You saw my test jump earlier, right? That was just me intentionally, I swear it was intentional, to testing out that made sure my alignment was correct. It had absolutely nothing to do with an accident of falling. Actually, it was probably a block placement thing. Because we've got a few people on the server right now. We're getting a little bit of lag. So what I'm going to do, finish these off. And so then we've got this cube. And the entrance to iDrop is going to be in the center of this cube. And that way, somebody dropping will actually fall right into the center of iHop. How to do that, though, is still the question. Because what I want to do is I want to have a piston, sticky piston, with a glass block. So people walk in, they stand on the glass block, they get a look down and see what they're about to do. And then they push a button, the piston withdraws, pulls the glass out from underneath them, and they fall to their doom. Or that's the way it's going to feel anyway. So, first though, I need to get up there. I need to grab my... Oh, I have those on top of... Not on top of me, I have those with me. I need to get up here. Like this. Like this. I'm going to throw these down. Like this. And we're done with those. We need those. We also need those. This, even though I know it's safe down there, I know I'm not going to die as long as I don't do something like hit shift. This is still a little nerve-wracking. And some of you may say, oh, Jerander, why don't you use your elytra? I'm like, okay, hold on. I've never used elytra before. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I've never used elytra. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Number one, in my previous life, before I joined the server, I'd never worked with hostile mobs. So that means I've never fought the end dragon, which means I've never been to the end, which means no elytra for me. Also, in stuff like I could probably play with it in creative and stuff like that. But my older computer, was actually very slow. It was kind of a potato, and so it didn't handle the flight of elytra very well. Like that. Ooh, see, there's a little bit of lag there. So I've never actually flown. And yeah, sounds is a little laggy there too. So I've never actually flown. So in theory, you're right. I could have elytra up here, and that way when I fall, I activate my elytra and I fly to safety and maybe use some rockets and come right back up here. But in practice, that's not necessarily a good idea at this point, at least until I get my lessons. So here we have this little box like this. And let's see if I brought any glass with me. No, that's the wrong one. I have this glass. Do I want to try that? I don't have any pistons, though. That would have been smart to bring those. But we're going to have this... I'm going to have a walkway, and I think this is going to be wool, which is why I brought out my black wool. What I'm going to do is fill this in. Like that. Night is coming. That's fine by me. So then the sticky piston will be probably right here. But since I haven't planned this out, so that it'll extend glass block in the center. And then I'll have glowstone around that, I think. But again, I haven't totally designed this yet. But I know this part I want to do. Oh, I've got my bed right here. Look at that. Sleep. Because the last thing I want are phantoms up here. There we go. Now, let's grab the rest of my black wool. Well, it's not the rest of it, but I've got a bunch of it. More in another shulker. But so then we're going to create a door, kind of like this. Oh, I should put those like that. And yes, I'm shifting because in case I accidentally step someplace I didn't want to step. Okay, black wool. Oh, a little black tunnel. It'll go along like this. And you'll enter in, and you'll stand on the glass, push the button, and fall to your doom. But first, and I may need to keep that back. Oh, that's not quite where I wanted it. Because it doesn't need to be up there. And black wool is kind of a precious commodity. It's tough to come by. So I'm trying to do my best to be frugal with it as much as possible. Like that. And I'll leave this side open so that when we get to the putting of redstone in, it'll be easier. Ooh, that worked. That worked. And the reason black wool is a little bit hard to come by is because ink on the server has been a little bit hard to come by. Okay, so I think that works. Now, in order to put in the redstone, I think I need to do most of the redstone down below. But I don't like the way this looks right now, so I'm going to finish this up a little bit. I've got a pretty standard module for redstone modules. Or pretty standard look, so I'll do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in fences. I'm going to put in stairs. The stairs will just go in the corner. Oh, that's not quite on it. There we go. Hotbar, hotbar. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do it like this. Now, I'll still need to leave this doorway here. So I'm going to leave this open a little bit for right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to detail this yet. But you'll get to see the full redstone module right here. It's going to be just filled up with fences. And it's not the prettiest thing, but I kind of like it. And it kind of shows that it's a utility function rather than a purely decorative function. You know there's something in here. Yeah? Like that. Run over to the other side, and I think I can put these in. Boom. 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 We'll put those in like that. Just for fun. That was wrong. Take that out. And here we go. 25. I think we only need 24 though. Or 21. Let me do some math. 25 minus 4 for the corners is 21. We should have 4 left. 4 left. Perfect. Alright. So here's what we've got our module. So we're going to walk into here. There'll be a button. So there'll need to be some sort of transfer redstone signal down below. So that may mean I need a pocket of some sort back here to support that. And if we get to that, we'll get to that. And if we don't get to that, obviously, we won't get to that. So I think I need to take this one out. Oh, I didn't grab it. So guess what? I'm going after it. Black wool is precious. And I passed it. Grabbed it in there. How cool is that? Mid-air grab. Huh? Huh? Who needs a stinking elytra when you can grab things in midair like that? Huh? Oop. But now I gotta run back up. I'll see you at the top. Alright, that is a really long climb, and someday I'm going to have to put in elevators. But I'm not going to do that today. But I'm going to need to take that out because that's going to bug me otherwise. Now I need to grab some oak. There we go. Alright. And then we can put all this away. The question is, what am I going to do next? Nope, that doesn't go in that one. That one goes in there, and these go in there. And this one I'll keep my hotbar because I kind of like these. These new blocks, what do you think of these new blocks? I really like them, but because they're new, I haven't quite figured out what to do with them yet. And I know they will mix well with this oak, but because these modules were established before these blocks existed, I need to come up with a use for them yet. I need to figure out where they go. So when I make one by accident now, I just kind of keep it in my inventory, and I think about it. So, what do you think of this? Is this acceptable? I hope so. because I like it. So I need to figure out what to do here. Oh, yes, okay. So what I'm going to do now, I need that oak back. I need some space to work down below. So I need to do a little bit more counting. So this is going to be tricky. I don't know if I can do this. Tell me I can do this, because I can do this. I can do this. Let's do this. Maybe I can do that. So now I've got a little thing here to stand. Okay. Whew. So I need to come down 5. And, let's see, because I want to create a couple of modules below that center module. So I do it like this. 1, 2. This is probably not where I want to be, so I need to go down a little bit more. I can take this one out. I can't reach there, can I? I can do that. Whew. Yep, oh yeah, I get a little pucker every time I take that step. 3, 4, 5, like that. And this will space us down so I can get over that way eventually. But I think I need to go a little bit further down. I'm going to go down one more module just for the sake of one more module. And, can I get it? Nope, I need to do that. See, that's terrifying. I need to come over here. And it'd be better if I was using my dirt for this sort of thing, but, you know. I'm going to jump for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's see, almost there. Almost there. Well, let's do it this way. Well, can I do it this way? I don't know if I can do it this way. Yes, I can do it this way. Like that. Now I've got to drop this oak. Oh, I'll cut that out in a little bit. So now this should space me down 2 modules below. And I should be using dirt, but I'm not using dirt. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That should put us right underneath there. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corner. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys get dizzy working at these heights? Are you afraid of heights in real life? That's another thing I wonder sometimes. I'm the only one in my family who is not afraid of heights. And by family, I mean immediate families. Like my brothers, my dad are all apparently afraid of heights. I don't know about my mom. I think I need some more oak because I actually used it up all over there. Let's go back and get some. And then we'll build those modules up. Okay, like that. Oh, can we step in the hole? Okay, we can step in the hole. Can we hit this little platform here? Yes, we can do it. We are good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump. That was a little bit of a delay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like my legs hadn't quite decided whether they're going to hurt or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not actually afraid of heights in real life, but for some reason in Minecraft, they terrify me. And that may again have to do with my growing up in peaceful mode, where long drops are the only thing that can kill you. And, well, and lava, and fire, and drowning. And those are pretty much it. There's no starvation, there's no hostile mobs. I don't know, are bears in peaceful mode? Iron golems don't hurt you in peaceful mode. That's very interesting, isn't it? So now we can do this. Did I do it? Okay, that's good. And so this will be the drop tube for iDrop. And I want to set up a sort of a sequence of rings or something that will seem like you're dropping really far, really fast. And I'll show you, I have an idea on how to do that, and I'll show that too when I get to it. But in the meantime, we're setting up these modules. And there'll have to be some redstone back here to handle the signal so that when you push the button, the glass moves. But I'm not going to do that tonight. In fact, oh, no, I don't want to, yeah, let's take it out. Actually, no, because I want to drop again. Because actually, this is kind of fun. Do you think I can get there from here? I think I can. Look at that. So I'll take these out. Oh, let's cut them out from underneath me. That's a good idea. Because the question is, I don't think, if I dropped here, there's no slime below me. So this could be a death. And I'll probably set up some, I should set up my dirt scaffolding around here before, no, I don't have enough dirt. Okay, so I'm kind of waffling a little bit. I can take that out. I'm going to leave that one for now, because that's my spacer, and I'm going to do this. Oh. Aha! Thought I was going to die, didn't you? Let's go out a little bit more. Ooh. See? That's terrifying. Whoa! Oh. Now, where do you suppose that oak went? Again. Oh. Down here? Whee! There it is. Or some of it, at least. Alright. So, now you've seen what I've done. I've explained a little bit my plan. I don't have the stuff I need for redstoning right now, so I think I'm going to call this an episode. I want to get this iDrop portion finished, because after that is going to be a collab episode. I'm going to bring a special consultant to help me with some redstone and with some slime blocks. And I'm going to have a special feature just below iDrop. And it may not be just below. It depends on how long I really end up making that tube. So I'm gonna, and that special consultant is going to be Victor Junebug, who's one of the system administrators here, and an all-round swell guy. And he's helping me create a little game or a little activity that's between iDrop and iHop. So there you have it. You've seen me build a platform. I've set up the module up above, and next time we'll try to do the redstone. I'll also probably bring enough dirt so I can set up a real platform underneath that for some scaffolding so that I don't fall to my untimely death. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Geek Squad server. And again, this is Logical Geek Boys. If you want to play with me, you want to play with any of us here on the server, feel free to check out his channel and find his Patreon site and join. We'd love to have you here. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.